everybody, how are you? I am going live to do readings today, so welcome. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. I've got music going, but not everybody can hear that. Yeah, the minute I was going to start this, there was a huge thunder clap just now. The thunder was so loud, it set off the car alarms on the street. So I was like, well, I guess we're starting this live feed now. It started off with a bang. I love the rain, and it's just starting to rain now, so that's really amazing. All right, so I am going to be doing readings today for you guys. And I'm going to do live readings, helping you guys with your questions today. But I'm also going to pull some tarot cards, which I realized are over there. So just give me a second. Enjoy this cow picture. And I'm back. Just had to get my tarot cards. So I am having a lot of construction going on as far as renovating in my house. So I am in a different room than I normally am, and we have cows in this room, so enjoy. It's very moving, just utterly fun. I'll stop. Anyway, welcome everybody. I am going to see if you guys are, there we go. All right, coming on here. Hi, Dolores. Hi, Tammy. I'm going to pull some cards for the week. So, just trying to get these shuffled. How are you guys doing today? I love that it's raining. I really, it's funny. I love the sunshine and I love the rain, but what I really don't like is the in-between where it's just kind of dreary, dark or cloudy, but nothing's happening. And I usually I just feel yucky, but as soon as it rains, it feels so nice and relaxing, and I like to be out in it or cozy inside. All right, guys, so welcome. I am going to start by pulling a card for this week, basically to see what the energy is like, what we can expect. Hi Diana, hi Tammy, hi Dolores, everybody else that's on. So I pulled for this week the Four of Autumn. The Four of Autumn: manage your resources wisely, achieve a balance in how you spend and save money, help out those who are less fortunate. So this is a great card for any old time, but specifically for right now, especially for people who are needing to save their money or spend differently because either unemployment or they don't have as much work coming in, or whatever the case may be for you in particular. So make sure that you are creating maybe a new spreadsheet for your finances. Make sure that you are reallocating, where your spending is going, penny pinching, maybe trying to find some side projects, some other work, start a new business. I feel like this is a great time to start something like your own website with, write your, articles every day or every week, put new articles up. Just start doing something that might eventually generate more income. But this is a great time to do that, especially if you don't have a lot of work, regular work going on. It's great to start something new. So you guys can look at your money this week and see what you can redo with that, because I think it's a great time to do that. So I'm just checking to see what questions you guys have so far. So the first one I see here is Diana. I'm gonna check in with you. You're back again for more goodness. Let's see what comes up for my granddaughter this week. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and tune in to your granddaughter and see if there's like a message around that. I don't know if you had something specific in mind, but I will see what they say about that. So what they were showing me, her guides, are basically kind of this leapfrog effect, where I see her, where it seems like she's not going anywhere, not doing anything that's, not changing, and then suddenly she leaps over everyone else. So I feel like her momentum is an inner momentum. I feel like what she has going on, the changes, the recalibration of her whole thought process and energy system, is something that goes on within and you don't see it. And then suddenly, boom, she's way ahead of everyone else who has been toiling over their personal growth or the changes that they want to make. So I feel like, don't worry about her, because I really think that she's someone who just has a different process, a way of doing things, and it may not make a lot of sense to those people around her, may not, be obvious to you, but I feel like that she's just going to be fine, and that she's going to make a lot of changes, but they're just in a different way. The changes she makes are going to be once in a while, boom, she's like a whole different person, where she seems like she's just doing the same thing for a really long time. So just really respect that. Everybody has their own process, especially when it comes to growth, inner growth, personal growth, that we all have our own timing and way of doing it. So we can't really, always see what's going on with the person. So don't worry, she's doing just fine, and pretty soon and let go. And make way for new opportunities, which I feel like has to do with him. So let's pull a card for him. Okay, so for him I got Justice. They're not all that clear, sorry. This is the Doreen Virtue Fairy deck, just in case you were wondering what I was using. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. So the energy for him is, I guess there was a problem with the sound. Okay, sorry about that. So this was for Katy. So I don't know if you were listening or if you're still, everything's okay. I know there's been a lot of interference with the electricity. So I have for him your partner, Justice, and for you, Release. So Justice, for him, I feel like he believes in fairness. He believes in things being right and doing the right thing. And I think that he is a great advocate of your inner growth, of your change that you've been wanting for a long time. I think he may seem judgmental at times, but I feel like it has more to do with that he's really passionate about right and wrong. And I think that he went through a lot when he was a child, as far as things not being fair and feeling like he got the short end of the stick. And so he's very passionate about that people get what they deserve, truly. So, Katy, you missed, I'm trying to go through it again. So yours was let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities and time to move on. I hope you all missed that, because I cried a little bit. It was a moving card for me, but it's about the fact that things are going to change now, and that it's time for you to release the past and those issues that have been holding you back from having true love in your relationships, for you truly letting go and accepting and embracing the love that comes in. And for him is Justice, and that he is going to be fair and true, and that the two of you can create a lot of healing and growth between the two of you. So I pulled a card. Those are the cards for each of you, and I pulled one for your relationship. And that is wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. So Katy, I think this is saying that this is a great relationship, and that a lot of things that you've been wishing for and hoping for, they're all going to come to fruition right now. They're all coming here for you to have. And I feel like it's been a long road that you walked to get here. And it's important to look back and have gratitude about the things that made you strong, and have gratitude about the things that brought you here. And that also helps us release the past when we look it in the eye and say thank you. So I'm getting choked up again. Guys, don't make me cry today. Anyway, I'm saying it's going to be really good. I have a good feeling about the two of you. Okay, Samira, should I stay in Florida if I find a job, or should I look at moving to the West? I'm going to pull a card for that, Samira. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is the Awakening card. I'm using cards a lot today, guys. I just want to. It's fun and I like it. So, Samira, this is change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in the action. I was feeling like you're going to stay there longer, that it's still time for you to be there, but I feel like it's important. Your guides were saying to just, your perception is what needs to change, not your location, at least not right now. So maybe take a look at what might be able to change within you, or something small that could make it more comfortable and happy for you right now. But I feel like this is where you're going to be for a while, and that it's serving you, that it's going to continue to serve you. So I wouldn't make any changes at this time. All right. Yes, Dolores, exactly. Pre-storm gives me headaches sometimes too. But I love the storm. I'm glad it's raining. And if you didn't hear in the beginning, I was just about to go live, and the biggest thunder crash that I've heard forever, I think, happened and set off all the alarms on the street just the minute I was pushing to go live. So it's been raining ever since. It feels so good. All right. Tammy, you want to find out about love for you? All right, let's pull a card for that. Oh, it feels really big. I feel a lot of energy behind this. This is great. Okay, this is Three of Summer. What I love are these women dancing around in the river. That's something I love to do. News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, friends you cherish. So this tells me that there's some love coming your way. I'm getting also out of this, there may be an opportunity to meet someone when you are at a wedding or a celebration of some sort. By the end of the year, I feel like you're going to be at some gathering, and that's where you're going to meet this tall, dark stranger. But it's also really about friendship. This card is like so much about, look at the love that you have right now and maybe nurture those relationships, go deeper with your friends, and, show them that you love them and appreciate them, and reach out to them more and grow that love. And I feel like that's a stepping stone to the next step with relationships for you. So I feel like good things are really coming. Please. Yes, I really feel like it's coming. Did you hear that? Okay, sorry. I'm going back and forth because I'm missing some people, and then I'm making sure that you guys actually heard me when we cut out. Okay. Savannah, great to see you on here again. Your question relates to the romantic relationship and my readiness for that, and the balance with my ministerial career. Just moved, new job, new home. Wondering what my guides might have for me right now. All right, let's check in and see what your guides have to say. All right, so first of all, the one guide that popped in, he was like, "Girl, you better work." I don't know why, but it's just this sassiness is so funny. But he's got flair, and he was saying that you have to put in some serious work right now, and you're going to see a whole lot come out of that. And I feel like, you may be busy, but you're going to get so much busier. So it's really about making sure you do what you love to do, that the passion is there, that you're only doing the things that you really love. So it doesn't feel like work necessarily, which is really the goal. But to make sure that you have maybe a schedule every day to make sure you put in the amount of work needed. There's a lot of energy running through me right now. That means that there is a lot of healing stuff that's coming through for you, so be open to receive that. That's some good stuff right there. But they're saying put in the work and you're going to see the fruits of that, and that it's so important right now to be busy and to find ways to writing is one of the things they were saying, to do more writing, but research, service to others, creating things for other people that you may be able to do some pro bono. They're just talking about really finding ways to promote yourself, but also to help others at the same time. So it's a win-win situation, and I think it's going to be really beneficial the more you look at it that way. That these are just, there's so many different ways to get yourself where you want to go. So I pulled a card here for you, 10 of Autumn. And I know these are not that clear in the camera. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children and loved ones, making wise investments, planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So that's just kind of what I was talking about as far as planning for the future, putting in the time, putting in extra energy for that, the goals that you have. But they're saying that you need to, the amount of work you put in is the amount of fruits you're going to be able to reap from that. So hopefully that helps in what you're asking right now, just to make sure that you're doing what you can. But I do feel like planning, having a dream board, doing something where you can kind of take a look at a bigger picture of what it is you want to accomplish. And I feel like from that, all the manifesting beauty is going to start. It's just going to be magical. And remember, let your angels do a lot of the work. You don't have to do it all yourself. All right, so I'm going to pull a card for the pandemic, which I've been trying to do. Oh, actually, let me see. I think Dolores. Okay, Dolores, I know you say you have no questions, but I'm going to pull a card for you. You're always giving to other people, but you know what? Sometimes you got to just take a little present for yourself. So this one's going to be for Dolores. The Prince of Winter. This is a nice card. Savannah, you're welcome. Yeah, definitely. You've got a feisty guide. All right, Prince of Winter, intellectual, determined, focused, and impulsive. I kind of like that duality. Dolores, doesn't that sound like you? Seek out an intellectual solution to your problem, the need to act quickly and decisively, suddenly and or unexpected changes. Now, what I love in this card, you can see he's riding this bear, and the bear's like, woohoo! And I just feel like right now that's what's going on with you. You're kind of just riding this energetic essence. It may be your, spirit guide that's just kind of taking you, holding your hand and guiding you. That's what I feel right now, is you're just doing what really feels right. But I also feel like there's a need to be practical in here. So as much as I always say, check in with yourself and find out what needs to happen in the moment, in the situation, by checking in with your guides. I think in this situation, it's saying you can go ahead and make an intellectual decision. And I think it's really important to balance the two, obviously your intuition and intellectual. Now, the thing is, our minds are so limited. They're incredibly limited. But our hearts, our soul, our higher self is limitless. We have access to every answer to every question. So it's really important that we check in when we're trying to find a solution. But right now, what they're saying for you in your life is that it's important to just take what seems right. Usually whatever the path of least resistance is usually the right one. So make sure that applies to something once that comes up, even if it's not something happening right now. Sorry I made you take that reading. You get one whether you like it or not if you come on here. All right. Let's see here. We've got Lorena. Yeah, I'm glad you came on Facebook too. My question is for you. Can you connect with my mom who has passed several years ago? So I just don't do mediumship readings online. So if you have any, questions about the future current situation, even spirit guides, I can do that. But it's a very personal thing when I do mediumship, and I don't like to do it publicly with people, because I'll cry and then you'll cry and then it'll be a big old mess and I won't be able to go on. You think I'm joking? I'm not. So if you can think of a different question, that would be great. All right, Dolores, spot on. Yay. Thank you. I'm glad that could help. Let's see. I'm just checking back to see if anybody else asked anything else. You're welcome, you guys. I hope I was helpful today so far. I know it cut out there for a little bit. That's the only problem right now is it's really just tough all around for people with the internet going in and out, especially depending on where you're at. Hopefully you're in a place where you're being taken care of, and that that you have what you need, that you have the resources you need right now. I think we need to take care of each other. So, if there is something you need, I hope that you post about it. Use Facebook. It's a great resource, and say, hey, I need food for the week, or I need help with whatever it is, because I really want you to feel comfortable reaching out. Times are hard for everyone, and I think some of us are able to do it. If we're able to do it, we'll help. So make sure you have community, okay? All right, Lorena, you're asking anything that comes up. All right, I can do that. I have the card ready. I'm going to pull a card for you, and then I'm going to kind of see from there. So this card is just going to represent you right now. So this is Seven of Summer. I love the rainbow. I love her shooting the rainbow. But it says, no more procrastinating. Lorraine, I don't know if that means anything to you. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So it's basically right now, like, you know the right thing to do. You know what needs to be done. You're just procrastinating or, overthinking it, which is okay. Sometimes we have to let things sit. Sometimes we have to let it simmer until, the sauce is thick and ready to eat. I like food. Food analogies are fun. Sorry guys, I'm really goofy today. I just, I feel like there's a lot of funny bone energy, and I don't know if it's you guys or the rain. I don't know. like I said, it started off with this huge thunder bang and everything going off on the street. So I've been in a giggly mood ever since. I'm trying really hard not to. I'm trying to be professional, so please help me out here. But once I get that giggle in me, it's really hard to get it back out again. Sometimes guides will do that too. They'll get me giggling, and it's like, I'm really trying to be professional here. Please stop. They're like, stop taking things so seriously. That's one thing that the guides are good for. All right, Lorraine, I don't know if that helped, but they were basically saying that it's time for you to move forward, to make that decision and move forward. I also feel like there is something that has been kind of on the back burner or dangling over your life, right? The last year and a half. And I feel like it's time for you to make a decision on that. So I hope that you're able to kind of sit with that, meditate on it, think about it. Because once you make that decision, it's kind of like pushing a huge boulder out of the road, and you're going to find that you're able to move forward. And it's a lot easier once you do it. It's done. So just make sure that you're ready and willing to do that. Okay, thanks, Xander. Yeah, I probably can't help it. I might just keep giggling. All right. I had hello, Nicole. Hello. Yes, let me pull a card for you. Sounds good. Seriously, I'm really trying just not to laugh. But there is so much good energy. So much good energy in the air. Princess of Summer. I love this card. It's a very beautiful card. Gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced. Okay. New relationship or emotional experience. Invitations to social events. A compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. This was for Nicole. I feel like this has to do with understanding your own spirit, and not that it's a beautiful, kind, gentle spirit, but understanding that I feel the message in this is to know that who you are and how you are is so important for this world. And I think oftentimes we feel, or we don't see ourselves clearly. We think we're one way, but we're really not. We have sometimes a very warped idea of who we are, or we think we should be, I should be more like my father, or I should be more like this person, why am I like this? And I think acceptance is so important, and understanding that the way you are is exactly how you need to be, and that it's beautiful. And once we really know ourselves and understand ourselves, that's when the true magic happens. That's when real inner growth happens, is when we can objectively look at ourselves or listen to what someone else says to us and really take it in and think about, what does this mean? Especially if we react. If somebody tells us something and we react to it immediately, it triggers something in us, then we think it's something wrong with the other person, when really we have to realize, okay, there's something going on here that's real, that I need to look at, that means something to me, that I don't really understand yet. And sometimes just sitting with that and thinking about that, or accepting it and saying, thank you for pointing that out, and now I'm going to take what I can from it and just throw out what, doesn't work for you. Anyway, I feel like sometimes it's important for you to be compassionate to yourself, for you to give yourself slack and leeway that you give to other people, because I think that you can be too hard on yourself. But who you are is perfect and beautiful and needed. So I hope that helps. All right. Hello, Emily. Hello, everybody. And I think we did need the laughs. I think they passed. Okay, I'm going to do another shuffle here. I'll probably do one more reading. Thank you guys for coming on. I hope I was able to get to everybody. I know sometimes I can't get to everybody. So I hope what you did get from me today was helpful. Let's see. All right, Emily, I will do yours. Lots of wins happening here and opportunities opening up. I'd like to know about an opportunity that has opened with real estate tax overages business I've been asked to do as a team separately, but helping each other succeed. Okay. All right. Let me pull a card on that. So I got awakening for that. Change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. I pulled this for someone earlier, actually, who was thinking about moving. I guess it also applies to you, and that is the energy of when things are moving, especially when they feel like they're in flux, or you feel off balance, or thrown off. The best thing to do in that situation across the board is to dig your feet into the earth, for you to get grounded, for you to feel the grounding, for you to center yourself, to take a pause and think, okay, I'm going to just feel this. I'm going to feel it. I'm going to sit with it. I'm going to let it simmer. And I'm going to feel what feels right. It's really important, especially when you feel thrown off by something, or someone says, okay, make a quick decision, or do you want this or this? That's where you go, I need a minute. To always decide, I need a minute, and just relax and see what feels right, because everything should flow. Everything should go in a smooth, easy fashion. And if it doesn't, and it feels like it's turbulent, that means that it's not necessarily right. It means that probably whatever's happening right now is a little bit chaotic and has nothing to do with you. So just across the board, that's just a little piece of advice to make sure you always step back. If something doesn't feel right, no matter what it is, just step back for a minute. So this opportunity right now that you're talking about, I feel like it's important for you to sit with it for a minute. I do find in my work, I've been doing this for 20 years, that when I'm asked about things, those things are being asked because a person has doubt. And I have found that doubt is also another word for no. No, this is not right for me. And sometimes we ignore that because we think, well, what if nothing else comes along? What if this is it? What if this is the only thing I get? So maybe I should take it anyway. Maybe I should settle. So my answer along all of that is no. You want it to feel right. You want to be passionate about it. You want to be excited about it. You want it to be, yes, I love this. I love it. I love what I'm doing. This is a big yes. Or even neutral is okay. Like, okay, I can do that. But if you have doubt about something, it's really important for you to reevaluate not only the situation, but also to sit back and think, what do I want? Because you can make your own options, especially if it seems like that's the only one. Make your own options. Think up something new. What is option C? I'm an Aquarius. I always come up with option D, option X. Like whatever was on the board, I'm going to say no to all those right now, and I'm going to tell you what I think we should do. And it's going to sound crazy. That's what I do. So it's really important. If it feels right, you do it. You go for it. And I can feel, Emily, you have a lot of passion and excitement behind it. And as a psychic development teacher, a lot of times I just want to teach. A lot of times I just want to help you find your own answer, as opposed to doing it for you, as opposed to giving you guys answers. Though I know sometimes we need that. We do. But I want you to learn how to fish so you will never be hungry. So sit back and think about it. And Emily, I feel like there is always another option. And as an Aquarius, okay, you're a quadruple Aquarian, okay. Oh boy, that means that you probably came up with a bunch of other scenarios already. Well, the thing is, you may go into this, you may start on it and realize that there's some changes that need to happen, and that's fine too. So don't worry about it. Everything's going to go smoothly. I do feel like working with other people is really important, especially for you. I feel like it may be overwhelming to do everything yourself. So whenever you can work with other people, it's a really good idea to do that. All right. I feel like I have gotten all of my, wrung out all my readings for today. They all just, the laughter, the fun, it was all great. I really appreciate you guys coming on and letting me do this. I'm going to pull one more card, and this card is just like an advice card. 10 of Winter. I like this. And it feels like all of us looking out in the valley of going through the snow, which has been the quarantine, getting to the edge of that, getting to the edge of the forest, looking out and seeing that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I think that's really what it feels like, at least the energy for me. I feel like we're getting to the edge of that. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of codependency or addiction. So I feel like we're kind of coming to the end of something where it's time for a new era. It's time for a new phase in our lives. And I always say when we come to a new phase, it's the best time, when something's ending, is the best time for you to not reevaluate as much as to ask your guides, how can I be of service now? What is asked of me now? What is the next thing that I need to do to serve my greater purpose, the universe, the world, my community, my family, and myself? What is it that I can do? So ask now how you can be of service, and allow your next phase, allow your next part of your journey to be that of service, and allow all that love to come in. Because when we do that, when we serve, when we allow that beautiful universal energy to come in, we open our heart chakras and we receive, which is a lot harder for a lot of us than to give love, is to receive love. So when you become of service, you are opening yourself to receive that love from the divine. So I hope that you all move forward open-hearted. Thank you guys so much for coming on today. And I always say namaste, but if you know what it means, I see myself in all of you. We are all one. What I see in you is what is in me. And everything we do together, because we're all one. So namaste. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.